Today we will hear the case of State of Florida versus Riley Butler.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, and members of the jury. Today, prosecution will prove to you that Riley Butler is guilty of stalking and cyber harassment. Jules and the defendant Riley Butler started school freshman year at the same time. Considering that they had the similar interests, Jules and Riley became best friends. It seemed like it was a match made in heaven, but it was only that. It only seemed. Jules was invited to a party by some seniors. Riley, being Jules' best friend, he tagged along. At the party, some of the seniors thought it would be fun to visit the rival school's mascot, Wally Gator. Riley took a picture of Jules posing with the mascot so that the friends would never forget that night. The morning after, to everyone's surprise, Wally Gator came up vandalized. Riley found out and called Jules, asking him if he had anything to do with it. Jules said no. Jules also told Riley not to share the picture that he took with anyone, as it could have negative consequences. As junior year came to an end, Riley and Jules began to drift apart. Jules was elected for student government president and became the soccer team's captain. Of course, with all this newfound responsibility, Jules no longer had as much time as he used to spend time with friends. Therefore, the drift in Jules' relationship. Dr. Charlie Kimball is a school physiologist that has been in psychology for almost 30 years. Dr. Kimball has interviewed Jules for a couple of times and has noticed recently that Jules had been in distress because of Riley. Why, you may ask? As you know, Riley produces music. One of his songs, Hey Jude, was also the name of a Beatles song directed toward John Lennon's son, Julian. Julian's nickname was Jules, just like my client. Kimball has concluded that Riley is at fault for all of Jules' distress. Also, that picture of Jules posing with Wally Gator came up on Riley's MySpace page. Your Honor and members of the jury, I see no other reason that Riley would do all this other than to get back at Jules for trying to be a responsible student. Riley Butler is guilty. Prosecution rests.
Your Honor and members of the jury, defense is here to prove to you that our client Riley Butler is innocent. Riley Butler is an innocent 17-year-old girl whose father passed away when she was about 8 years old. Riley and her mother moved to Park City because her mother got a new job. Riley quickly got a job at the local sporting goods store so she could help her mother with some of their expenses. She was nervous to start high school in a new school, but made a friend very quickly. She became friends with Jules Simpson. They had a wonderful relationship, but things started to change. Riley and Jules started to drift away. Campbell, the captain of the soccer team, invited Jules to a party. Campbell invited only Jules, not Riley, but Jules brought Riley anyways. People were smoking and drinking at the party. Towards the end of the night, Campbell was saying how it would be a fun idea to visit the Hurricane High School mascot, Wally Gator, on their way home. Riley thought it was a bad idea, so she made up an excuse to leave early. But before she left, she took pictures of Jules and other people with Wally. She thought they would laugh about it the next day. In Exhibit D, you can see the pictures of Wally Gator and the mascot vandalized. And my client Riley Butler wasn't even there. The next day, it was all over the newspaper how Wally Gator was vandalized. Since that day, Jules started acting very different. About a year later, Wally Gator was vandalized. Some of their friends started to post about it on their MySpace page. Riley figured that adding more of a presence and more of an actual experience may bring people to her page and listen to her music. She uploaded 55 pictures. Among the pictures were pictures of Jules from the party and Jules with Wally. Without Riley knowing, MySpace page tagged Jules because of its new feature it has. Jules thought that Riley posted the pictures on purpose, but she didn't. Jules also thought that the songs Riley wrote were about her, but Riley states, I don't write any of my songs specifically directed at anyone in my life. However, my songs do reflect my feelings. They're about my total life experience, not individual moments. Riley posted the pictures to reminisce on the time past, not to get anyone in trouble or ruin someone's life. Riley said she is not sure where Jules is getting these crazy ideas from, but maybe she is trying to hide something. Jules never acted the same since the day Wally Gator was vandalized. So again, Riley didn't post the pictures to ruin someone's life, and the songs she writes aren't about specific people. For all these reasons, My client, Riley Butler, is not guilty of stalking or harassment, and today defense will prove that to you.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Dr. Charlie Kimball. I'm 55 years old and I'm a child psychologist.
How many trials have you testified in?
10.
Can you elaborate on Joseph's personality traits?
He is a hardworking, passionate, and a very leadership type of student.
How many times did you meet with Jules?
Countless times.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with a sworn statement?
Yes, ma'am.
Is this your signature?
Yes.
Can you please read the headlines?
Jules had been removed from the Student Government Association and was placed on probation for soccer.
What did Jules think about the pictures that were posted by Riley?
Jules felt scared and angry that Riley would post the pictures just so he could get in trouble.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with Exhibit C?
Yes, you may.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
Song by Riley.
Can you please read the highlighted lines in this song?
Both of them?
No, just one.
Okay. Oh, Jude, you do nothing but look out for yourself, and you deserve to learn to suffer. You just don't care, and there's no one else that can make things better. Your time will come. I can't wait for you to feel my wounds, and it's time to pay. It's your turn to feel nothing but pain.
What else did Riley do to make Jules feel miserable?
Riley would post songs with threats to Jules.
The name of Riley's song, Oh Jude, is originally a Beatles song made for whom?
The son of John Lennon.
What was the name of John Lennon's son?
May you repeat that question?
What is the name of John Lennon's son, or the nickname?
Jules.
You said you had a meeting with Riley. How did Riley act during the meeting?
Felt aggravated and felt angry at Jules for leaving him for popularity.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with a sworn statement?
Yes.
Can you please read the lines?
I've come to the opinion that Jules' distress is a direct result of Riley's actions. I've also come to the opinion that Jules is still suffering anxiety and is constantly in fear that he may also be physically harmed by Riley. Further, I have come to the opinion that Riley Butler is currently showing signs of depression due to the fact that he and Jules are no longer friends. My assessment is that the lyrics written by Riley Butler were directed towards Jules Simpson and had a direct effect upon Jules.
So after what you just read and all the evidence presented, who do you think is guilty of causing all of this drama and destruction?
Riley.
I rest my case.
My name is Dr. Charlie Kimball. I'm 55 years old and I'm a child psychologist.
You received your doctorate and master's degree from the University of Sunville, correct?
Yes.
You also got a BA from Sunhill University as well, correct? You have testified as an expert witness in approximately 10 trials, correct?
Yes.
Jules was anxious, sad, and even depressed, correct?
Yes.
You went to see Miss Thompson to talk about Riley's music, correct?
Yes.
You said that Jules was never specifically named, right?
May you repeat that question?
You said that Jules was never specifically named, right?
Yes.
In your sworn statement, you have had many sections with Jules, correct?
Yes.
How many times have you seen Riley?
Once.
In your professional opinion, do you think that you will know a lot about a person in only one section?
No.
So you could not give us a total opinion on Riley's after only one section, correct?
Yes.
So the fact that you said that the lyrics Riley wrote were about Jules is incorrect, right?
No.
You just said that you don't know a patient from one section, right?
Yes.
Paris Maurice.
Please introduce yourself.
I'm Campbell Ram,
How old are you?
19-year-old.
Where are you studying?
Southeast Florida University.
Were you captain of a football team while at Park City High?
Yes.
Why did people call you the boss of Park City High?
I was involved everywhere.
Why did you think that Riley was a nuisance?
He was a weird kid.
Explain the altercation that you and Riley had.
I said a mom joke and he got offended and tried to fight me.
Why did you want to pay a visit to your rival high school?
Because it was kind of a tradition to go visit Wally Gator.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with Exhibit A?
Yes, you may.
Do you remember these posts from Riley's MySpace page?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Why did Riley say to watch yourself, boss, to you?
Because I was the boss of the soccer team. I was the leader.
Why did Riley say to watch yourself, boss, to you while you were walking past him in the hallway?
Because I was a leader of the group.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with a short statement?
Yes, you may.
Is this your signature?
Yes.
Can you please read these lines?
Riley walked past me and said, "You should watch yourself, boss." I decided to take my own advice and steer clear of Riley.
Okay, thank you. What do you think that Riley did with the pictures the night Wally Gator was vandalized?
I think kind of saved them for an occasion. Then he uploaded them with my face.
Do you find threatening Riley's song lyrics? If so, please elaborate.
I find them threatening because they say certain lyrics that put me off.
Okay. Your Honor, may I approach the witness with Exhibit C?
Yes, you may.
This is Riley Butler's music, My Beach page. Do you know these lyrics? Can you read these lyrics?
You're the worst. You know it, so I do. You think it's going to be so easy to leave me behind. Hey, boss. You need to be demoted. Click, click, boom. Watch you fade away. It's the only way. Make it true to know that I go to you.
Thank you. I rest my case.
Can you introduce yourself?
I'm Campbell Randy.
You're a freshman studying at Southeast Florida University, correct?
Yes.
You recently graduated from Park City High School, correct?
Yes.
You're the captain of the soccer team, right?
Uh-huh.
You're friends with Jules, correct?
Yes.
You were glad Jules got rid of Riley, right?
Yeah.
In your short statement, you even called Riley Jules' little psychic, correct?
Yes.
You also said Riley never quite fit in with the rest of the soccer team or anyone else in the school, right? You made a rude joke about Riley's mom, correct?
Yeah.
You invited Jules to your party, right? You didn't want Riley to come, correct?
Yeah.
There were people smoking and drinking at your party, correct?
Yeah.
You called Riley Jules' shadow, right? Your Honor, may I proceed the witness with those marked as Exhibit D?
Yes.
Do you recognize?
That's one year.
What?
It's one year and then it's another 1 year.
Can the witness repeat that, please? Louder. Go ahead, Counselor.
It looks like one gator, and then vandalized one gator.
You had the idea to visit Wally Gator, the mascot, correct?
Yes.
You guys started climbing on Wally Gator and messing around on the bleachers, right?
Yeah.
You took Jules home the night you visited Wally, correct? You have gotten in trouble with the law before, correct? You didn't tell the police you visited Wally Gator, right? You threatened Riley and Jules you would do anything in your power to kick them off the team if they told the police you had visited the mascot. Thank you. Defense, yes.
introduce yourself.
My name is Joe Simpson. I'm 17 years old and I go to Park City High School.
Who do you live with?
My parents.
When you started high school, did you have many friends?
No,
How long has Riley lived in Park City?
not too long.
Where did you and Riley meet?
At a high school orientation.
Who made the soccer team with you?
Riley.
What did Riley excel most in?
Arts and music.
Your Honor, may I present the witness with Exhibit C?
Yes, ma'am.
You recognize this?
Yes, I do.
What is it?
It's where Riley posted her songs.
Thank you. So, what is this website called?
My face page.
Was Riley more of an introvert?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with this one statement?
Yes.
Is this your signature?
Yes.
Please read the highlighted section. Go to the second page.
In February 2018, during soccer practice where Riley got in some trouble, Campbell Ramsey was messing with Riley and told her to loosen up. Campbell then said something negative about Riley's mom. Riley lost it. She punched Campbell in the face and a small brawl broke out.
So these comments that were made, they were only a joke and they weren't meant to be taken seriously, right?
Yes.
Were you invited to a seniors party?
Yes.
Did you and Riley attend the party?
Yes.
May I approach the witness with this one statement?
Yes.
Please read the section.
While still at the party, Campbell thought it would be fun to pay a visit to the rival school's mascot, Wally Gator.
Thank you. So Campbell asked you to go visit mascot, right?
Yes.
What did Riley tell you about going to visit Wally Gator?
He couldn't stay long.
Who took a picture with you and the mascot?
Can you please repeat the question?
Who took a picture with you and then, who took the picture of you and the mascot? Who drove you home after?
Campbell.
What did Riley tell you about going to visit Wally Gator?
He couldn't stay long.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with Exhibit B?
Yes.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the Hurricane High School mascot, Wally Gator.
Who's in the picture?
Me.
Who drove you home after?
Riley.
Did anyone text you that night?
No.
How did you react when the Wally Gator came up vandalized?
Shocked and surprised.
What did you tell Riley the morning after?
To not post the pictures he took.
What did Riley ask you?
I don't.
What could happen if you were to get in trouble for vandalizing the mascot?
I could possibly get arrested and my school still can be rejected.
On the website MyFace, can you upload many pictures at once?
No, it has to be one by one.
Okay. After all this ordeal, how would you describe your relationship with Riley?
Used to?
No, now.
Now we're not that close.
How has all this affected you?
All my college applications have been rejected.
Okay. Prosecution, yes.
Introduce yourself.
I am Jules Simpson. I am 17 years old and I'm going to Park City High School.
Was your first friend Riley Butler?
Yes.
Was Riley introverted?
Yes.
Was Riley upset after Campbell said something about her mom?
Yes.
Do you think she was just sticking up for herself?
It was a joke. So, yeah.
Did you stay back after the party with Campbell?
Yes.
Did you feel suspicious when Campbell paid a visit to the mascot?
No.
You didn't want the pictures to be posted, correct?
Yes.
Why?
Because I could get accused of something I didn't do.
Why didn't you want the photos to be posted if you were just going to be accused?
Because I could possibly get arrested.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Jackie Thompson. I'm 37 and I work at Park City High School,
Where did you graduate from?
Rosewood High School.
Is this your first time being testified in court?
Yes,
How long have you worked in Park City High School?
8 years.
How can music impact a student's life?
It can show how they express themselves with music,
What have you noticed throughout your years of mentoring students?
that they've changed a lot.
You like making sure your classroom is a happy and safe environment. Why?
Because when it's a good environment, people can express themselves.
Have you ever tutored Riley Butler?
Yes,
Did you notice something different about her behavior?
no.
When did you become concerned with Riley?
In the middle of Riley's senior year.
When you spoke to Riley around the middle of the year, what did she tell you?
She told me that she was talking to Jules about my face page.
What did you say back?
I told her that I haven't heard a lot of good things about my face page.
Your Honor, may I proceed the witness with Exhibit C?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recognize it?
Yes,
What is it?
it's Riley's lyrics on my face page.
Did you help Riley write this?
No,
Why making sure your classroom is a happy and safe environment? Why?
because it can change their life.
Have you ever tutored Riley Butler?
Yes,
Did you ever notice something different about her behavior?
no.
When did you become concerned with Riley?
In the middle of her senior year.
When you spoke to Riley around the middle of the year, what did she tell you?
That she was talking to Jules about my face page.
What did you say back?
That I haven't heard good things about my face page.
Your Honor, may I proceed the witness with Exhibit C?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you recognize this?
Yes,
What is it?
it's Riley's lyrics on my face page.
Did you ever help Riley write this?
No,
What is your professional opinion regarding the lyrics?
that she shouldn't have posted that.
Your Honor, may I proceed the witness with Exhibit B?
Yes, you may.
Do you recognize this?
Yes,
What is it?
it's what Riley posted.
Did Riley ever tell you about those photos?
No.
What did Riley tell you about Jules' new friends?
Can you repeat the question?
What did Riley tell you about Jules' new friends?
That she told me that she felt like they weren't as close as they used to be.
Harris Smith.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Jackie Thompson. I'm 37 years old and I'm a music instructor.
How old are you?
37.
What is your job?
Music instructor.
Is it true that you are a mentor or tutor to people who want a music career?
Yes.
Where did you graduate from?
Rosewood High School.
Is this your first time testifying in a court proceeding?
Yes.
How long have you been working at Park City High?
8 years.
Is it true that you think that music can help people?
Yes.
Have you noticed that some students may not have the best living conditions?
Yes.
Is your classroom a safe environment to students?
Yes.
No, 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 no. No, you're good. You're great. Can we pick it up from where?
You can go on. We can just cut that part.
Okay,
Go on.
go ahead.
Do you think that Riley is a special asset to your class?
Yes.
Did you tell Riley to be careful of MySpace because of things you've heard about it?
Yes.
Why did you become concerned about Riley? Because of the altercation between Campbell and Riley?
Yes.
You noticed that Riley's music changed, correct?
Yes.
Why did you approach Riley? Because of the problems with Jules, right? Do you think that Jules was a good influence to Riley?
Not really.
I rest my case.
I'm Dr. Dakota Reeves.
What's your age?
I'm 58.
What do you do for a living?
I work in the field of physiology.
How many times have you spoken to Riley?
A couple.
Your Honor, may I introduce Exhibit C?
Yes, you may.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is it?
It's the lyrics for Riley's songs.
What is your opinion on Riley's song lyrics and social media posts?
I think they're not threatening towards Jules or anybody.
Who writes the songs that Riley posts on my page?
Riley writes all of them.
What does she use for her songs?
She uses the videos as an inspiration.
Why did Riley share her music?
She thought it was going to be a peaceful and therapeutic message towards people.
On your third session with Riley, you discussed Riley's friendship with Jules. What did she mention?
She said that it feels like Jules and her had a falling out, that out of nowhere they just didn't like each other.
Through your meetings, did Riley show any signs of aggression?
No.
Share with the court your professional opinion on how Riley expresses her emotions through her songs.
I think that Riley expresses her emotions through the songs by explaining what she's going through and what she's been going through.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
Profession.
I am Dr. Valerie and I work in further physiology.
How many trials have you testified in?
About 50.
You do not believe that Riley Butler intentionally targeted Jules, correct?
Yes.
But you're a psychologist, not a detective or criminologist, right? Your Honor, may I approach the witness with this one statement?
Yes, you may.
Is this your signature?
Yes.
May you read the highlighted lines? Who is tagged in all of, you will notice that in each picture, different people are tagged. This means that Riley did not just tag everyone to every post automatically. She intentionally tagged different people in different posts, including Jules in the picture with Wally Gator. Is the statement factually correct?
Yes.
So, after everything that you have seen right now, do you believe it's highly likely that Riley intentionally targeted Jules after seeing all the presented evidence?
Yes.
I rest my case.
Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Riley Butler. I'm 17 years old and I go to Park City High School.
How old were you when your dad passed away?
About 8 years old.
Why did you move to Park City?
My mom got a new job out here.
Who introduced you to music?
My dad,
Who was your first friend in Park City?
Jules Simpson.
Why did you go out for the soccer team?
Jules tried out, so I tried out.
Why did you decide to get a MySpace page?
So I could virtually share my music.
How was your relationship with Campbell?
We knew each other, but we weren't close.
Describe your relationship with Jules.
He used to be one of my best friends, but we drifted.
What was the fun idea Campbell was talking about?
He wanted to visit the mascot of our rival school.
Why did you make up an excuse to leave early?
There was something suspicious about it, so I made an excuse.
Your Honor, may I proceed the witness that was marked as Exhibit B?
Yes, you may. Do you recognize it?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a post I made on my Facebook page.
Why did you take the pictures of Jules and other people as the mascot?
I thought we would laugh about it the next day.
When you left, who did Jules stay behind with?
Campbell.
Why did Jules call you?
He wanted to talk about what happened that night.
How did Jules react when you asked her if she knew anything about what happened to Wally Gator, the mascot?
He acted all nervous and just stuttered.
Why didn't you tell the police you guys visited the mascot?
Campbell threatened to kick us off the soccer team.
How did you feel when Jules started excluding you?
It was sad since we've been friends for a long time.
Why did you post the pictures of Jules from the party and Jules with the mascot?
I feel that if I posted more of my actual experiences on my Facebook page, my music would get more recognition.
Your Honor, may I introduce Exhibit B?
Yes, you may.
the song I posted on my Facebook.
Can you sing this onto your
When I find myself tired and lonely, I hear the angels say to me, just tell everybody, let me be, and in my darkest hours, when everyone says to believe, I know you have no answer, let me be.
Who is the song about?
My songs are about no one in particular, they're about my experiences.
What is this song about?
My experiences.
How do you feel about Jules now?
Honestly, I just wish him the best.
Jules, defense best.
Introduce yourself.
My name is Riley Butler, I'm 17 years old, and I go to Park City High School.
Where do you live?
Park City?
Do you live with your mom?
Yes.
Was Jules the first person you met?
Yes.
Was your relationship good with Jules?
It used to be.
May I approach the witness with her sworn statement?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is this your signature?
Yes.
Please read the highlighted section.
The only problem I really had in high school was one small incident with Campbell Ramsey, my sophomore year. Campbell can be a jerk.
Did you strike Campbell Ramsey when you got mad?
Yes.
Did you, Jules, and some members of your soccer team go visit the mascot Wally Gator?
Yes.
May I approach the witness with Exhibit B?
Yes.
Do you recognize this picture?
Yes.
Did you take it?
Yes.
Were you the only person with access to this picture?
Yes.
When did you find out that Wally Gator was vandalized?
The next day.
Do you plan on going to college?
No.
You said in your sworn statement that senior year Jules started to behave differently. Is this true?
Yes.
Jules became president student government. Is this true?
Yes.
Did you feel as if Jules was abandoning you?
Yes.
Do you realize that Jules, having all these new responsibilities, would have less time to spend with others?
Yes.
So do you admit that just because Jules had more responsibilities than before does not mean that Jules doesn't think that you are his friend?
Can you repeat the question?
So do you admit that just because Jules had more responsibilities than before does not mean that Jules doesn't think that you are his friend?
Yes.
In your sworn statement, you said that you were upset that Jules was disappearing from your life, right?
Yes.
So because of this, you were very angry, right?
Yes.
In your sworn statement, you said, I uploaded 55 pictures, but I guess amongst the pictures were the pictures of Jules from the party and Jules with the mascot. You say it like you didn't know what you were posting. Are you aware that you have to individually select pictures on MyFace to upload them?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach the witness with Exhibit A?
Yes. Amen.
You recognize this picture here?
Yes.
What is it? That picture?
It's a picture.
The picture you took with Wally and Jules, right? So, you had to willingly select this photo that Jules asked you not to share with anyone and upload it. I see no other reason to upload this photo other than to get back at Jules for somehow hurting you. Let me get this right. Jules told you not to upload the picture. You saw the picture. You uploaded it anyway, right?
Yes.
Prosecution rests.
Your Honor, members of the jury, how is it possible to ignore the obvious? The defendant is guilty of targeted cyber harassment against my client, Jules Simpson. In the trial you have witnessed today, this proves it beyond the shadow of a doubt. The evidence is overwhelming of the defendant's guilt. She deliberately posted pictures which were intended to ruin Jules' already amazing life. As seen in Exhibit C, the lyrics in the song Oh Jude were purposely targeted at Jules to insult and defame him, as well as to spread a message and destroy Jules' trust in his friends. Jealousy drove the defendant to do unspeakable things to this poor man's school and social life. The defendant also lied in court after she claimed, quote, amongst the pictures were the pictures of Jules from the party and with the mascot. This is completely false because it is also stated earlier in the case, you have to select individual pictures to upload them. Everyone who uses my face knows that, end quote. This clearly demonstrates dishonesty on the part of the defendant. The contradictory testimony of Dr. Dakota Reese further proves the unreliability and dishonesty of the defense. He claimed in his testimony that Riley had no reason or motive to attack or be angry with Jules. Later he stated that Riley was angry at Jules for not being her friend anymore. Which is it? There's only one truth, and that is that the defense is trying to do the impossible. Defend a guilty person using a highly contradictory, dishonest, and failing case. An innocent man should not have to suffer at the hands of someone jealous of their success, much less when that person was a trusted friend. I ask the members of the jury to not let a guilty man go free, especially when the evidence against the defendant is so amazingly overwhelming. In summary, this case has been a disaster for the defense. Overwhelming evidence against them, bringing unqualified and dishonest witnesses, and for what? To defend a disgusting criminal who can't control their emotions, resulting in a fistfight with Campbell Ramsey, the destruction of Jules' life, causing him to be removed from the student body presidency, kicked off the soccer team, and these events have also caused Jules' grades to drop substantially, as well as making him feel incredibly depressed after being betrayed by an old friend, whom he trusted with his life. The analysis of Dr. Charlie Kimball proves this. No one should go through that, and no one should be able to get away with this. Serve justice to Jules Simpson, and punish the defendant's crimes. That's what the founders wanted, and that's what the judicial system of the United States was created to do. Prosecution rest.
Members of the jury, as you can see, my client Riley Butler is innocent. Riley did not stalk, cyberstalk, or cyberly harass Jules. Riley's songs were not about specific people, they were just what she was feeling. During a party which Campbell invited Jules and Riley, the school's mascot was vandalized. Riley left the party early because she felt uncomfortable. Before Riley left, she took a few pictures of Jules and other people with the mascot. She thought they would laugh about it the next day. As junior year came to an end, Jules stopped talking to Riley. Riley became more focused on her passion of music. At the end of junior year, Riley posted pictures of Jules with the mascot the day it was vandalized. Jules took it the wrong way. Riley did not upload those photos with malicious intent or to ruin someone's life, but as a recap of junior year.